Her soccer coach had the team run to the other side of the school.
It was really scary.
By the time San Diego police arrived, Heitman was long gone in his exotic sports car, driving at speeds of up to 100 miles an hour.
Ladies and gentlemen,
30 minutes later, causing
Skillet's
death
car.
and destruction on the
Oh no,
805.
I'm fucking it up. I'm fucking it up, chat.
The medical examiner has not been able to
Look at that,
identify
chat.
the mother, the
look at that
43-year-old
thing.
mother,
Oh my god,
and
it's
her
lagging,
12-year-old
chat.
daughter
Do you
who
see it
were
lagging?
killed in that crash. They are going to have to look at dental records. They say it could be Monday or Tuesday.
Chat, it's lagging. We broke everything, chat. We broke everything. We have to do that again. Dude, it's the greatest Fortnite. The greatest Fortnite promotion, chat. Wow.
Not only that, but I'm gonna fat shame.
Wow.
Shit. Literally
You can drive McSkillet's car in Fortnite. Wait, did it really clip again? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, dude. It literally ruined the fucking game. Dude, McSkillet didn't just kill 2 people, chat. He killed my microphone. Didn't just kill 2 people, chat. He killed my microphone. Oh no, we're good. No, I'm hearing it's better now. Is it better? Is it okay? Chat, if you want to own McSkillet's car that he used to murder an entire family, you can go and buy it for the low price. Chat, we can't even... For 2,800 V-Bucks. That roughly translates to $23. Oh god. Oh god, why is this happening? Please stop. Please stop spurging. Okay, we stop. No, please stop spurging. Why is it spurging? Hold on. Oh my god, why is it spurging? Bro, what happened? Hold on. Oh, bro, what happened, chat? What's going on? Alright, here, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Dude, $29 for the McLaren. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. Here. Mark 2. Is this better? Better or worse, chat? Better or worse? Better or worse? It's worse? Oh, fuck me, dude. It's either... Alright, so it's either this... Oh my god, dude. Alright, hold on.
Slimy Weasley fuck.
Bro, I'm having so much trouble tonight. Stop donating, I'm not doing good. It's a bad stream. Bad stream. Okay, wait. How's that? Is that better? Better or worse? Better or worse? Echo, echo, 1, 2, 3. Echo, echo, 1, 2, 3. Better! Oh, we're so better, chat. We're so better. And the game's not lagging. We're so better. Chat. No! No. Why? Why? What the fuck? What the fuck? What's going on? Why is Peter twerking? Why are you doing this to me? Just quit the bit. This is the stream. Fuck me, dude.
Not only that, but I'm gonna fat shame here too.
What's
This fat
going
piece of shit
on?
literally fucking earlier said I'm oozing with estrogen.
Is this like, is it doing it here? Hold on. What? No, that was the
Slimy
after hours
Weasley
intro.
fuck.
That was not. Oh, deactivate. Activate. He's spurging. Bro, what is happening? Thank you for all your donos that I'll read in a little while. I might use them to buy a fucking working computer. Oh my god, what's happening? Alright, let me What if I pull this out? Oh my god, that was my monitor. Oh my god, that was the wrong one. I pulled the wrong one out. All right, we're back. We're back, chat. We're so back. Okay, what about this one? What does this one do? No, that's not it either. All right. This thing's on fucking wheels.
You
Hold on,
slimy,
gotta get a
weaselly fuck.
flashlight. Which one is the? Okay. That says 8K. That's gotta be it, dude. That's gotta be it. Let's pull this out. This has... Uh-oh. I heard a beep. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Oh, that wasn't it. Oh, this is so bad now. I can't see the screen. Okay. What the fuck just happened, bro?
You slimy, weaselly fuck.
Oh no. That was so much worse. Am I in 1080p now? What happened? Dude, I think I'm in 1080p now. Where did the chat go? Oh, this is so bad. Chat, I think we're just gonna restart the computer. I think we're just gonna restart the computer and start a new stream. I think this, dude, this is so bad, dude. No, DDoSing doesn't do this. If I was DDoSed, I'd be hit offline. I'm not being DDoSed, which means I have to sit here and embarrass myself public. Dude, Commentary AIDS just got the most banger Nick DeOrio stream ever. This is so crazy. We're gonna restart it. Hold on. I'm Tommy seeing this. Okay, we gotta restart. Are we back? Chat, are we back? I'm saying chat, but I don't know if you can hear me. Oh, wait. Did we not lose the VOD? Is this the same stream? Oh my god. Oh my god, chat. We figured it out. Dude, wow. How do I get control of my stream again, though? Guys, we're so back. Dude, I'm actually a professional streamer. I'm not sure if you're aware of this. Guys, we only lost half our viewers. Just tell them we came back, dude. Just tell them we came back. Dude, we're back. Dude, we're back. Yo, everything's working again. There we go. Oh, God, dude. That's there it is. All right, quickly, before we get super duper, what's your rating on Drake's meat? That's the first AMA question of the night, dude. Bro is hung like a horse, all right? But that's not the only horse we saw this week. Mike the Bike, thank you for the 10. Can't stick around. Have a great stream. Looking forward to the next upload. Nothing to promote. Got a new job recently. Music's been slow on my end. Good night, y'all. So Mike the Bike is the one who jinxed us. He said have a good stream before the entire stream imploded. So that was cool. Thanks, Mike. Himpleton became a member. I literally thought it was McJuggernuggets for a second. I got so no, McJuggernuggets is very much alive.
Not only
Game
that,
and
but I'm
Witch
gonna
with
fat shame
10.
her, too. This fat
Just
piece
got
of
paid,
shit
so I'm here
literally
with
fucking
Conan
earlier said I'm
Exiles
oozing
and an
with estrogen.
alcoholic drink. What is it? Conan Exile. Well, good. I'm glad you did. So thank you for the 10. Appreciate it. Himpleton,
Not
thank
only
you for
that,
the
but I'm
2.
gonna fat shame here too. This
McSkillet's ghost is haunting the stream. Yeah, dude, McSkillet and Mike the Bike took us out. Germ70, thank you for the 2. Use code DeOrio or else. Somebody gifted 1.
Not only that, but I'm gonna
Snare
fat shame
Flare
here, too. This
5.
fat piece of shit
When's the
literally
last
fucking
time you
earlier
spoke to
said
that
I'm oozing with
flamenco
estrogen.
creature thing? When he like gaily called me threatening a lawsuit or something, and then I told him, why don't you just send me a cease and desist? And then he said, what's a cease and desist?
Earlier said I'm oozing with estrogen.
And then I said, the rest of our conversation will be between lawyers, and then I never heard from him again. Somebody, thank you for the 2. It seemed like Max got his revenge. Yeah.
This fat piece of shit literally fucking earlier said I'm oozing with estrogen.
Joe Mega, thank you for the 5. Buy a computer that can run Cyberpunk the way it was meant to be played. I mean, I currently have one, but I think this year is the year we're upgrading. It's getting a little aged. To be honest, that wasn't a computer glitch. I don't know what it is, but this Elgato has been fucky ever since the Pokemon days. Like, it would just choose not to work. And it's the HD one, so I had to switch it over if I wanted to play my Xbox at HD. But it looks like we're gonna be moving to PlayStation fairly soon, depending on how the next week goes. Depends on if I have to rebuy approximately 10 years worth of games, which sucks dick. But I don't know. I made my bed by making an old digital Xbox library. So it's time to lay in it. Say goodnight. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Shay, thank you for the 5. I heard you can get a good deal on Meta PCs with code BOWBLACKS. I didn't, because those bitches won't pay me. Reese Solent, thank you for the 2. You're going to be on EFAP again? Anytime Mauler hits me up, I'll be on EFAP. Yeah, I loved going on that show. It was a great time. How would you feel about Mama Max and a Mini Lad podcast where they talk about YouTubers grooming children? Dude, that's a nuclear question right there. Oh, God. Hello. All right, well, that threw me off, chat. That threw me off. I do want to talk some shop, but I don't have much to say. First things first, Mama Max drama closeout.
This fat piece of shit
we're not dropping any new information on this stream. So when I said we're done talking about Mama Max, I meant it. I'm talking more about, like... I'm talking about where I stand after the Mama Max drama, because as you guys might have noticed, we released 2 YouTube videos in the same year, a feat that has not been accomplished since, well, you could check the archives. 2021 was the first time I uploaded 2 videos in a calendar year. Well, the most recent time, I guess. In 2022, we uploaded 1 video, and in 2023, we uploaded no videos. So we are currently on like a 3-year best run of some of the highest output this channel has seen since its heyday. Okay, dude, expectations were set very low, and we have met them so far. We have met the expectation of producing 1 video, and we've exceeded it by producing 2 videos. Now, before everyone gets mad at me, I was going to do this in June of last year, but I feel like if I did it in June of last year, everyone would have been fucking furious at me after I didn't come back all year and reposted a video from 2021. But now that we have 2 videos on the channel, I am going to be uploading the Red Kiwis video on Sunday afternoon. You do not have to watch it. I'm not expecting this video to break 100K. But Keemstar has offered me my old content back. There are plenty of people who haven't seen it. Some people who didn't even know I used to work for Drama Alert. It's literally a main channel video. I'm posting it to keep the channel's momentum going while I'm working on another project. And depending on whether this other project is so I said no more videos in February. I might have lied. I'm planning on releasing a video in February that's approximately 30 to 40 minutes. If that is done by next week, that's good. If not, I'm probably going to post my second video from the Drama Alert YouTube channel, and then the week of my birthday, I might release the 3rd video. The idea is, from henceforth, I'm planning on doing 1 video per month. There will probably not be another month where 2 videos are made, unless I'm making an immediate follow-up to something that I already have assets on. I'm not going to promise you that because it's not likely to happen unless I start working with people or hiring people to write stuff and edit stuff, and I'm not interested in doing that right now. I feel like I'm like the only person in this community who doesn't do that. So I feel like there's an inherent value to hearing, when you're watching a Nick DeOrio video, it's edited the way I want it. It's everything I wanted to say. You don't get that when you watch every other fucking YouTuber, okay? Every other fucking YouTuber, you're at the liberty of what their editor decided to include, or vocalist. Like Illuminati, bitch. We didn't know what Illuminati thought until 2023, and guess what? No one liked her. So we're gonna keep doing URR. URR is gonna continue, even though the newest episode got demonetized, which is fine because it already made its money. But we did get our first demonetized video of the year yesterday after it got 90,000 views of fucking double-stacked ads. So very happy with the output. Very happy with January ad revenue. Very happy. Viewership is way up, highest it's ever been. Mama Max series is going to turn out to be if there's an inevitable part 3 when he responds, which I'm about 25% sure that there might be a part 3. I legitimately don't think his video is going to be really worth responding to, but there's a 25% chance. It'll probably be the top series on the channel. And it'll be the only series of 3 videos I've ever done entirely on my channel without collaboration efforts from everybody else. So that'll be cool. But at this point, it's already surpassed the Def Noodles series in viewership by the second video outperforming the second Def Noodles video. And it is, if not already, it is fastly beaten out Ethan Klein as the most popular topic on the channel. So thank you guys so much for helping me out. That's like insane. That was not in the cards. This was not the plan. And it appears everyone adapted to make this thing. Everyone adapted to help me out here. And I'm glad you guys liked what we put forward. So that was really cool. This month I have a video that I'm considering working on, and the only reason I'm considering this is because, quite frankly, I've already made my money this month. And if I don't make a lot of money for the rest of the month, I think that's okay. So I'm taking a dramatic risk with my subject matter. And it's one of the, like, I'm literally in a position where if it goes down, I might just have to put it on Rumble. I don't know if there's a way I can monetize this video. And I'm okay with that because you guys have supported the channel very much. So on the last stream, you've supported the channel tonight. You've supported the channel for the past month. And normally, like, I was in a position a couple weeks ago where I said I would never make a video like this because it's not worth the risk to my channel. But we've already posted a video in the month of February. So I am considering taking a dramatic channel risk to make something interesting. So that one will basically, assumingly, be for nothing in terms of monetary gain, but it's a video that I'm very interested in making, and it's a good bridge video while I'm kind of just chilling after making that really long 2 hours worth of content about Mama Max. So that's where I'm at with that. The December video that I was writing is currently slated to come out in late March. That video will be more similar to the original. That video was similar in length to the first Mama Max video because it's 2 large subjects, and I could see it being easily an hour and 20 minutes long. I could see myself doing 40 minutes on each, and I could split it into 2 parts, but there's actually, you'll see when you see the topic, there is a potential chance for a second video in the month of March if this video comes out earlier or early April, but it would be about a person mentioned in the video, not so much a bridge of the topic. It would just be like, hey, I didn't have time to talk about any of this stuff because it really wasn't super relevant to the reason why we were talking about them, but here's another 20-30 minutes to talk about this YouTuber. So again, I'm not making any promises that we're going to content deputy this next video. That's what I call the follow-up usually, is like I meme the term content deputy. That's what I refer to it as privately. But there's an opportunity to do that here. So the plan is 30 to 40 minute video this month.
Slimy Weasley.
Hour to hour, 20 minute next month. But April is the one that you guys are really going to be interested in. And I don't think I've announced anything about the March video, so there's no speculation there. The April video just became an idea today. So this is a very, very early thing. But there's a Discord server created. It's a collaboration with another content creator. It's a split. So if you watch the John Swan series from 2021, if you watch the Turkey Tom series from 2020, it's funny, I made a tweet about this on my private yesterday about how there's no one to collaborate with, and within 24 hours I have a collaboration set up. It's on a topic that there's probably not a person in the audience who's tired of this. It's probably one of the more requested topics. And it'll be done a lot of justice with the people that I'm working with here. So yeah, I'm very excited for this one. And in this instance, if this project does happen, I'm not tempering any expectations. Any expectations you have will be met. So that's the, yeah, it's a big hitter. That's all I'll say. It's a big hitter. The collaboration is a big hitter. The topic is a big hitter, and it's probably going to be my most successful video ever if it happens. Yeah. So I'm very excited. There's a lot. The future of the YouTube channel is bright. I don't plan on letting this channel die. My intention is to keep this channel moving. We're a two-channel YouTuber. Currently, Nicholas DeOrio, the streaming channel, is more profitable than Nicholas DeOrio, the main channel. I don't know how long that's going to happen for, because we're quickly gaining. But as it stands right now, there's no reason to stop doing one or the other. The response has been insane to both. Do you think Joe Rogan is watching the stream right now? Yeah, he's working with Max on his response. So, yeah, there we go. That's the thing. I have 3 videos in the tank that I'm planning on releasing. 2 videos that are currently completed, but they're re-releases that will take us to that inevitable run. But obviously, if you haven't seen those 2 videos, this month looks like it has 4 videos, and it really doesn't. It only has 2, and don't get accustomed to me releasing 4 videos in a month, because it's never going to happen again. It's never happened in the history of the channel. I've never dropped a video a week. So if this does work the way I intend it to, that is a one-time deal, and if you've already seen the videos, you're not going to fall into the trap. So, seeing you get your mojo back is the best thing to happen on YouTube so far this year. I'm looking forward to watching you continue to grow. Thank you so much, somebody. I appreciate your 5. Victor, so what you're saying is we're back. Yes, thank you for the 2. Does anyone know if that Augie tweet was real? I know people were saying Augie tweeted or whatever, like, hey, is my channel going to get banned or something yesterday? It was. That's crazy. I can't say anything really about Augie.
Slimy Weasley,
but like,
fuck.
The one thing I will say is I accidentally sent him like a huge... Well, I didn't accidentally. I sent him a huge insider leak. And he keeps threatening to just fucking drop it. And
Slimy
say nothing.
Weasley,
and
fuck.
just drop it. And it's so funny. Because it would like... If Augie just showed up one day and dropped a nuke and left, that would be like one of the most insane things ever. But he... Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. I sent him I can't say who it is because it'll cause a chain reaction. But let's just say in a few months somebody's getting fucked. And it's not from our community. Was the Mama Max stuff specifically that made you come back, or was it the timing too? I can go over that really fast. I think I've told that story already, Taco Man, but I will. Thank you for the 5. By the way, as we transition into a more AMA portion of the stream, you don't have to send me money to read. All you have to do is at me. At Nicholas DeOrio, no space in chat. I will see your message. I don't know. Thank you for the 10. Yellow. Hey, what's going on? But let me see. What else do I really want to talk about? So that was basically it for the housekeeping. Both channels are doing super well right now. I appreciate every single person who's helped me get that far. The Fortnite code. The Fortnite code has had like a... I know it's a meme, right? And the Fortnite code is like stupid as fuck. And everyone memes it. But for some reason, it had its biggest month ever this month. Just because I've been shilling it so hard as a joke on Mama Max's corpse. I don't imagine that's going to continue, but it is very funny that it did happen. That absolutely made my day when I saw that for some reason you fuckers are actually using the stupid code. That was very, very funny. Last thing is we hit like 5 milestones since I've last solo streamed, so it's really not... I don't remember where we were. So in case I didn't mention it, thank you for 75k. Thank you for 76k. Thank you for 77k. And we actually hit 78k today. I think at the beginning of the year, I said, hey, I really want to hit 30k on second channel. And I was at about 23 or 24k. We're already at 27,400. So we're probably going to hit we're probably going to hit 30k on second channel within the next 2 months. And even if numbers slow, we'll probably hit like 80k by the end of this month, I'd say, on Min, which is fucking insane to come from sub loss. You got an ad in the middle of the stream? That's not on purpose. Why is the thumbnail black in Chinese? Because it's my new favorite mascot. All right, enough numbers games, because nobody gives a fuck about numbers. I just fucking feel real. I'm just feeling great. So I'm very thankful for chat. I'm thankful for everyone who comes out. I'm thankful for everyone who watches it, who fucking throws the video on to watch it a second time or comments just to be in the algorithm. I haven't seen this much fucking success in a while, so it's kind of mind blowing at the moment right now. Very ego destruction, like a lot of ego destruction going on right now, but you know, I don't know, I could use a good month after the last 2 years of fucking pot shots everyone's been taking. Oh god, everyone got real quiet all of a sudden. I don't know what happened, but yeah, there was one more fucking thing. There was one more thing, and I'm not remembering what it was. By the way, we're about to go driving, boys. We're about to take out a family of 3! McSkillet moment! Oh, God, dude. Hashtag Fortnite code DeOrio, bro. Bro, the McSkillet moment is so... We're so here, dude. We're so ready. Oh... That's so good. He's pulling out the McSkillet car. Dude, that is literally it. I had the Huracan because I thought it was funny, but I'm never changing off of the black McLaren. I literally changed the color to make it look more like that. I want to say thank you for introducing me to Chud Logic. He's my new second favorite streamer. Bro, Chud Logic is such a fucking giga chad. I just got leaked information, and a couple of months of YouTuber is going to be in drama. Toki, no, it's real. I can't share it.
But I'm gonna
It'll make more sense when it. I'll tell you why.
Literally,
when it
fucking
happens.
earlier
You'll understand.
said I'm oozing with estrogen.
But plus, I don't want to piss off these people who are leaking to me because they have good shit. Is the privacy complaint still on your channel? So here's the deal with that. I was told privately that there was an effort to take down the video. And I trust my source more than I trust Joshua Putman. Now, I believe that Joshua Putman filed privacy complaints against me and Mudahar, but I don't believe that clears them of anything. It might clear them of the exact privacy complaint, and I pointed out on my Twitter that I don't think Max filed it because it was the duration of the entire video. If anyone filed that, it would have been Spencer. But I do think I have an inside source, inside of like, well, not inside source, but I have a source close to those people who would tell me a very different story. So, and again, that's not a surprising thing. Like, Max is literally being shown in messages saying he's contacting his YouTube fucking guy on Sen, and you should flag that video to the group chat on Sen, and threatening to get Lyrix's entire channel banned, and threatening to get YouTube support involved. This guy is a flagger. Like, he's absolutely a fucking flagger. Okay, he has had no problem with threatening channel deletion if you criticize his survivors in the past. Okay. So, I mean, I'm not really feeling bad that some of the other guys in the community kind of overshot their load or whatever. I'll defend that to the death because I do believe they wanted our videos taken down. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Spencer. Well, it appears at least the privacy complaints, or the majority of
Not
them,
only that,
not
but
that we've specified each individual one,
literally
those
fucking
were
earlier
not
said I'm oozing with estrogen.
issued by Max. Hey, I know you talked about the Tipster video being a waste of your time to make, but do you think it's possible there's a market for a long, detailed, deep dive on how... Here's the deal. Turkey Tom's video on Tipster is, like, all you need to know. Genuinely. The person who wrote that script did a really good job. The only thing I would really add to it, just by looking at it, is my personal interaction with Tipster and some of the stuff that happened in that Keffels debate. But, like, I don't think that there's enough to make a meaningful, different video about the situation. I also feel like it's kind of overplayed. I'd rather Tipster continue to be the butt of a joke or whatever and not take it too seriously than to make, like, a fuck you, I hate you type exposed video about him. Nick DeOrio, who made Bunty King in 2020, isn't really the Nick DeOrio you're talking to right now. It doesn't really intrigue me all too much. Plus, again, like I said, it's not really a big hitter topic in terms of everybody else. It'll be big for this community, but it's not the type of thing I'm looking to make. I could have made it this month. That could have been the video, but I think if we're gonna do Tipster, we have to wait till he does something, you know. And there will be a time and a place. But if you guys want me to write it and you want me to give a fuck about it, you gotta wait till I'm ready to talk about it. I'm not doing any subjects right now that don't 100% interest me, because that's how you get burned out. I've avoided Twitch streamers in the past. I will continue to mostly avoid them moving forward because there's just so much content to watch. Yeah, but that's who wrote the Tipster script? Matt Pitt. Matt Pitt wrote the Tipster script. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna go back up and start reading some messages right now. With Max looking for a new job and Magnetar suing him potentially, what else could possibly get worse for him? I don't know. I know Night Doc said he had something, and I think I know what it was, but I don't know, man. It wasn't anything I was going to go start tweeting about, so I don't know. I think he got a little carried away, but whatever. Have you tried Pal World yet? No, because I know it's a game that I'll play too much. You know what I mean? I'm not really super duper 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 into playing something that takes energy and time out of. To be honest, when I'm making content, something has to give. Either like I throw away my social life, I throw away my gaming time, I throw away my job, or I throw away like I don't know, other extracurricular activities.
This fat piece of shit
with nothing
said
of note.
I'm oozing with estrogen.
The thing is, if anything's really getting cut out, it's kind of been the gaming time. So I'm not really playing much of anything right now. Which is okay, because I played a lot of Destiny 2 for a long time when I wasn't posting, but I haven't really played any new games or anything recently. I played a little bit of Suicide Squad, and I was enjoying kind of the mechanics of it, but I don't know, it just makes me want to play an Arkham game. I would kill for a fucking Arkham Origins
on the
remaster.
massive
Oh my god,
taken
what
this
the
weekend.
fuck?
I don't think there's ever
What
been
the
someone
fuck?
that infuriates me as much as Mama Max other than Flamenco. But just wanted to show some appreciation for your work again. Hashtag we are gay.
Thank you so much, Red Skies. Holy shit. Congrats on the massive dub W's taken this weekend. I don't think there's ever been someone that's infuriated me as much as Mama Max other than Flamenco, but I just wanted to show some appreciation for your work again. Hashtag we are gay. Thank you so much for the hundo bomb. Which is funny, because like in that call, I said it on the stream the other night, but the minute Mama Max said allegations or evidence and I asked him to clarify it, dude, I immediately, my brain was like, bro, there's no fucking way he just said that. Like, I made the connection immediately. It was like second nature, okay? Yeah, that's so fucking funny. I believe Maury just gifted 5 members too, and Toast Five became a member for 2 months. I'll catch up on donos in a second.
Shit literally fucking earlier said I'm oozing with estrogen.
Favorite music artist? I don't know. For years, it like fluctuated.
Not only that, but
I
I'm
was
gonna
like
fact check
edgy
here, too. This
Eminem,
fat
white
piece of
boy,
shit
fucking
literally
teenager
earlier
for a
said I'm
while.
oozing with estrogen.
And then I had like a J. Cole arc, but I don't know. There's something about J. Cole and like Kendrick when they
Not
hit.
only that, but I'm gonna fat shame here.
Was
too.
it like
This fat piece of shit literally
2020
fucking earlier said I'm
when I
oozing
just
with
could not
estrogen.
stand their music anymore? I don't know what like that era was. Like I didn't like Damn. I didn't like.
Not only that, but I'm gonna fat shame here too. This fat piece of shit literally
fuck
fucking
is the
earlier
Purple
said
album?
I'm oozing with estrogen.
J. Cole. Well, I didn't like anything really after 2014 Forest Hills Drive, but I to this day I think Forest Hills Drive is one of the best albums. I mean, Come Up, even Born Sinner, which was like a weaker album at the time, it's become one of my more liked ones in his discography ever since then. I don't know. KOD, I hated KOD, dude. I hated it. It just felt like there was just too much going on. I felt like I was getting like sensory overload from his fucking audio. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I liked an era of rap that was just like you had a nice fucking boom bap beat in the background and somebody's talking shit. Even like dude, this is gonna be gay as fuck, dude, especially with the new drama. And I straight up mean this. 2016 Drake was on another level, dude. I get it. I know. But bro, that guy should not have fired his ghostwriter. Okay? There's no shame in knowing that the best shit Drake ever made was written by somebody else. Okay? Fucking, If You're Reading This, It's Too Late was like one of the most unexpectedly hard albums I've ever listened to. Okay? That came out of fucking nowhere. All right? I was not into Drake at all. Okay? And then this motherfucker dropped Energy, fucking, oh god, what else was on that? Like 10 bands, bro. There was a fucking couple songs in that. Even like this Features around the time. Rico was the one that caused all the drama. And then he dropped Back to Back. And then he dropped Summer 16. And then he dropped Pop Style. Dude, 2016 Drake, especially even after the beef, but until he got to Views. When Views itself dropped, that was not my favorite album ever, but fucking, I mean, I saw him in Madison Square Garden, and it was a fucking awesome concert, like Legend and shit. Songs that were kind of chill in the album, he was fucking like vibing, bro. He was going hard in person, and I think he's one of the better performers that I've seen like in person or whatever. Yeah, dude. That was like another, like, there was a time I was like a Drake fan. I know. That's like the worst characteristic about me, dude. I'm racist, I'm ableist, and I used to be a Drake fan. Jesus Christ, chat. Can you believe that? Hey, Nick, you going to VidCon Uganda this year? Hey, Wavy. Sorry, I'm seeing your message ultra omega late. This might be a year. This might be a year that I could see myself going to Cali. I'd have to make that decision in like the next month or so. But I mean, I'm thinking I'm back, so I don't know. I could see myself doing it. Yeah, it'd be nice seeing Wavy again. It'd be nice seeing Tom again and stuff like that. We were gonna do a trip this year, me and Tom. Well, it wouldn't be a trip for me. It'd be a trip for them. Augie, Tom, and Bo Blacks were supposed to meet up in New York. I think Wavy was in on that at some point, but it kind of fell through. And Augie was kind of gone, so it didn't really make sense to do it. But that would be nice. That would be a cool time to go to VidCon. Thoughts on Colton right now? This is going to be like the hardest take in history, okay? So Colton got involved in a situation he didn't belong in because people just flat out trusted him that shouldn't have. Then Colton lied and had ulterior content related motives for his censorship of stuff, and he wanted to do like a charity live stream for clout, and people kind of blew up on him for it. Now, I know I have more clout capital than Colton, but how is that any different than me withholding the phone call until we do a group live stream on a date of my choosing? Like, all I'm going to say is, at least Colton gave the money to charity. I'm using it to buy a Pokemon pinball machine next month. I don't know. Food for thought. Not like I want to just be like open myself up to criticism for it, but it's not like I didn't withhold the phone call until I was done with it. You know? Now, in my own defense, I thought it was funny to fuck with Max after his partner in crime, Spencer, told everybody that it was really damning, and I kind of wanted I wanted to do the stream, and I thought it would be a fun outro, but I also wanted to fuck with them a little bit because they knew they had to have known the call didn't look good for them. They had to have known, right? They had a copy. They could have gone back and listened to it if they wanted to. Everyone recorded the call, but to go out and just lie and say that like the call made us look bad. I really wanted to hear it. I wanted to hear it when everyone else heard it, and I wanted to be laughing at them while we were hearing it. I wanted that more than anything because they were bragging about how good they sounded or whatever, and I wanted a whole chat of people laughing at them while it was happening. That was something that was a little selfish desire of mine. So that, yeah, the call makes them look bad. Also, we're not going to release the call. Yeah, it was really cringe that I wanted to call their bluff in like the most spectacular fashion possible, and yeah, to do that I waited till I was done with the call. I love how petty you are. It makes the content more fun, doesn't it? It was a legendary stream. You withheld your own fucking content? Yeah, that's a little true. It's not like Colton went out of his way to get those leaks. Colton got in touch with people and tried to convince them not to release it on their own time frame. Whereas, like, me and Mutahar were in full agreement on this plan. It's not like Mutahar was like mad or something at me that I didn't release it or something. It was understood on both sides. And the other thing that delayed the video wasn't, I mean, this could have been done a week earlier, but we had some stuff we had to figure out some stuff with Night Docs. Night Docs wasn't initially in the first run of the script. So when that all started going, that took precedent over everything else, you know? Because that was a big deal. The Night Docs thing was a real big deal. Yeah, he was telling me, he goes like, if I'm going to take a convo away from Magnetar, don't put me in the script. I'm like, no, you don't understand. Your story helps Magnetar. Magnetar, like, has so much more credibility after they hear your story, you know? Like, it's a big deal, and it'll help everybody. Like, I mean, initially, the entire plan, I think I said this on stream, he really wanted to just, like, you know, talk to Mutahar and Nexpo and kind of make amends with them. And then after that, I guess he got a little amped up and he's like, you know what, I will do the video. And that was the plan. Like, our first call wasn't recorded. I was just facilitating friendship discussion. And it went well enough that he wanted to be included, so then I adapted the script for him. Which was cool. Do you think we could do a mega stream for everybody again? Yeah, it would be, it has to be an event though. It can't just be like, hey, we're going to do a mega stream. Pilkington, thank you for the 1 month. Just wanted to say thanks for introducing me to Chud Logic. I read that one already. Toki, I read that one. Thoughts on Hassan being a trust fund baby? I mean, it's just Vosh 2.0, right? I guess it's a little worse than Vosh, but a lot worse than Vosh, but because it's not just the uncle that got him into politics, it's the rich dad, apparently. It's fucking nuts. From somebody who's visually impaired, thank you for the entertainment. Oh, and the Fortnite addiction. Not great at it, though. Don't worry, I'm not great at it either. But I'm the #1 Fortnite influencer who's been promoting the McSkillet combo. So, Lems, thank you for the 1 month. To be honest, nothing of value will be lost if Sen gets deleted. I mean, I don't know, you said it, not me. I don't really care either way. I don't have any active beef with that guy that I remember. And if I do, I forgot about it, so I don't really care. Cockpit, did you kidnap Augie? No, Augie is in Hotel Rwanda. Hey, Nick, I know you've talked about the Tipster. I already read that one. Nick, not to overfocus on Max, but I remember Tommy mentioned in a stream that you told him to wait and be patient and Max's time would come. How do you know when the right time is? You don't really know when the right time is. There's always risks to be taken. And honestly, and I totally fucking forgot that I told somebody I would answer a question that just happens to be this like a minute ago. And that person asked me like why you came back on, was your plan always to come back with Mama Max and stuff like that? This is such a unique series that I did. There are 3 live streams, 1 highlight, 1 leaked phone call, and 2 main channel videos. And the playlist I made, if watched in its entirety from start to finish, you will see my entire perspective. There is nothing that's left out. You literally get me, Nick DeOrio, someone who didn't really want to cover this situation, but, you know, optimistic, trying to find the light side of why Chud Logic and them have been ripping Max to shreds, giving the 3 videos an honest first watch for most of them. Some of the stuff I'd pre-watched, but that was only because he asked me and I didn't really remember much of it. But you see the first stream where I'm like, I'm optimistic, I'm trying to be as charitable as humanly possible. Then a few nights later, you see my reaction as it starts to get worse. Mama Max does another live stream after he told people he was going to stop streaming for one reason or another. It's Currently not known if that was something that all of the survivors were interested in or just Spencer. I've heard reports from people that I think Colton is like the source, so don't take this as like a super verified claim, but apparently one of the girls was like, hey dude, I wanted to go on there and tell my story. I got cut off halfway through, and then they started debating Smaggle Daggle, which was really inappropriate, and it was just getting on my nerves. It was really upsetting me. And in that stream, I was kind of mask off. Now, what I didn't really post in the content, and I don't think you found out about it until the leaked call dropped, is following that 7-hour live stream of me roasting Max and just destroying him in the conversation. Max reached out to me and asked me, hey man, I just got wind of your stream. Would you platform Spencer? And my brain contorted. It did a fucking pretzel. Like, I send it to like one of my friends and I go, is this guy fucking crazy? Now, my interpretation of that was, this guy is a fucking clout demon, bro. He literally just watched me. Is this Stark Industries? Did they rebuild Stark Industries? No, it's not. He like literally fucking just clout demon me. He didn't even give a fuck about what I had to say. He just saw me say it with like over 1,000 people watching me. Oh, okay, that's fucking nuts. This guy's like horrible. This guy's a huge piece of shit. So at this point, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go edit the Muda call that just happened on that live stream, and I'm gonna do a couple minutes of commentary in it. So the first 10 minutes of my Mama Max video, the one that was kind of like an overall summary. It didn't really make sense to be in the video. It was a long, drawn-out introduction. That was initially the first 10 minutes of my leaked call segment. And the plan was to kind of do like a flamenco. And I'm going to do like 10 minutes of commentary to kind of ease myself back in before I make the December video. And I released the Muda call and I'm done with it. You know, after all of these, it was like, oh, I'm going to do one 7-hour stream and a 4-hour stream and I'm done with it. Okay, I'm going to do one more 7-hour stream and I'm done with it. Okay, I'm going to go put out this phone call with this little commentary piece and I'm done with it. And then Mudahar reaches out to me and goes, hey, buddy, can you wingman me on this? I'm going to get in a call with Max. And we're planning on, like, having a call. I'm like, I don't want to do it. If it's not recorded, I mean, I'm going to record it. So if it's not, like, everyone's aware that we're recording, then I'm not interested in getting in a call like that. I mean, I already have some sort of a reputation. I don't want to really go out of my way to increase it. I don't really see the value in it. I didn't want to do it. He goes, listen, dude, it's not like that at all. Everyone knows we're recording. It's fine. You can do it. I go, okay. But if something goes crazy, I'm going to drop it. And he said, yeah, no, that's no problem. Okay. So I get in this phone call and I don't know what to expect. Obviously the first half is largely about Spencer. I get some of my criticisms out there, but I think my brain contorted the first time when I found out that she was there for 4 months without the parents finding out. That was where I was like, oh, okay, so this story is like potentially false now. Like this is an insane fucking. You're asking me to do a lot if I'm gonna believe that this woman was in a person's house for 4 fucking months. Like that woman must literally be on fucking like permanent fucking like a drip of heroin, bro. Like it injects her constantly. That's the only way the mother couldn't have known her fucking daughter was in the house. This doesn't make any sense. So I'm messaging Mudahar. I go, bro, this is fucking crazy. And then, and I think right before this, he doesn't get any credit for this, but I called Chud Logic and I called Queeman. You can go on Queeman's stream. Right before me and Max spoke, I went there and I asked him, what would you ask Max if you had an opportunity to talk to him? I called Chud Logic. What would you ask? I think one of the big 3 questions that I asked him, Chud Logic gave me the idea for, right? And I asked around, I got input from everybody before I went into this phone call. So when I had my chance to talk to him, I had 3 solid questions to ask. 4 solid, but 3 that ended up being notable. And I had that opportunity. And I think the moment that I knew it was a YouTube video was, like a main channel video, was when he goes, do you have a clip of that? And I'm like, yeah, it's in my timeline right now. I have Premiere Pro open. I'm working on a video. And I'm like, oh. So the next morning, I finished editing that. And I started sending it around to people. or it might have been the night before where I was considering making it a main channel video, but it was set by this point. And everyone told me, Nick, you're doing yourself a huge disservice here by making this the intro to an interview clip that's going to get 100,000 views anyway. Like, there's no reason to waste your effort on this. Why don't you just go and make it a video? And now I'm holding this call in my hand that's like the holy grail. That's my in, right? With Creepshow Art, my in was like, I have this leaked document and now I can talk about it. But with Mama Max, it's like I'm new to the drama. I'm like this drama hasn't really broken yet, and I have the opportunity to have like the first impactful video on it, and that's what I'm thinking. And that was a big factor. And then the call was enough to make my video virtually unique from like every other video that was released except for Mudahar's, who I wouldn't have competed with anyway. So I thought, okay, this makes sense. This was at this point, this is way too much for me to ignore. I'll use this as an exercise to get back into content. I'll make a 30-minute Mama Max video. And as history decided, that video would be an hour and fucking 19 minutes or something. The sequel was supposed to be 20 minutes. History decided that video would be 50 minutes. I don't know how that happens, bro. Well, with Creepshow, I kind of skipped the backstory, and I made like a little joke in the beginning about how I'm not doing the backstory. I'm jumping in the drama because I was kind of late in that situation, right? And with this one, it was like I kind of just I added all that stuff back, which is why the video is full length and the Creepshow one wasn't. But yeah, that's how that happened. It was an accident. It wasn't like I was like, oh, when I get back, I'm going to go fuck up Mama Max. If you watch the January stream VOD or whatever, it was very much like, I want to get Mama Max out of the way because I want to do other things. And I told them I would do this. So I have like an obligation to watch this video because I gave him my word that I would. And I signed a gay little NDA that I would, that wasn't admissible or anything like that. But so it was very much, I need to get Edwin done and I need to get Mama Max done. And it just turned out that Mama Max was like a spiraling clout degenerate that like forced my hand into making my own comeback to YouTube. And I mean, thanks, jackass. Like I don't know. I don't really. I mean, that's what happened. That is what happened. Let me something. Let's see. Okay. Speaking of Augie, where has he been? I really can't respond to any. I kind of just tell you a different answer every time and make something up. What's your plan after Max? I gave that at the beginning of the stream. Long and short of it is the next 2 weeks are probably going to be re-released videos from the Keemstar Drama Alert YouTube channel. You may or may not have seen, but those haven't been posted on here before. And it's basically a gap filler until I post new content at the end of the month. Then after that, there's a March video and there's an April video. The April video is a big hitter collab. The March video was probably going to be a big hitter, but the April video kind of outshines it. It'll be a big hitter video until you find out what the April video is. Thanks to Muda and others for exposing Max. I've noticed the inconsistencies in the past with his videos. Just couldn't put my finger on what was wrong exactly. Hey, there's nothing wrong with finding out with everybody else that this guy is a piece of shit. If you weren't watching his shit closely or whatever, I mean, it's very easy to tell people, oh, you're stupid, you missed all this stuff, but clearly there must be a lot of stupid people because he was getting a lot of support by people who were watching it just as much as weren't. So yeah, I'm not really married to shaming every single person who thought his stuff was real. It would be, I mean, I would be a huge hypocrite. Especially the fact that I believe John Swan, you know? So I'm a bit empathetic to the cause. Haven't you watched the deep dive video on Mama Max made by British Runner? The video, he tells even more about Max's past videos. I didn't see his video. To be honest, I thought the video that's a requirement if you want to go back to his old videos was Diesel. I think FPS Diesel made a really good video. I haven't seen that guy's video. Oh, and that was the other thing. The reason why it looks so coordinated is I told everybody what day I was dropping, and everybody who didn't have the leaked call realized their video was dead on arrival if they didn't post it before me. So literally everybody went in a mad dash to finish their video before I was able to drop mine. That was not by accident. When I told people when I was planning on dropping, I think Diesel went Ultra Omega Godspeed, and spent like 24 hours straight recording audio and stuff, and to get that video out on time. I think Lyrics was the only one. Lyrics was like a week late and just slid in, but British Runner's video was good. Yeah. Why are there so many ads on stream? Can I turn those off? That's not on purpose. What is
Slimy
this?
Weasley fuck.
Oh god, it's on every 18 minutes. I just bumped it back to every 30. You know what probably happened? I'm guessing you fuckers were using ad block and you turned it off. And I've never had anybody, like, cause I have it on default, right? And I've never had anybody complain about ads, but I guess YouTube's ad block system's starting to catch up with people. So now they're like, wait, why the fuck are there so many ads? And nobody's ever complained about ads before. I put ads back now. Oh, you know what it is? Wait, no, that's not even it. That's not even it. That's not even it. That's not even it. I know what it is. This is the first stream that I've done in the entire month that's not demonetized already. That's what it is. Sorry, that's the issue. I haven't done a live stream in the month of January that's been green, and that's the only reason you're seeing the ads right now is because I didn't know how they worked. This is the first time they've actually run. That's actually the problem, is that we're actually green right now and you actually are getting ads. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, we make money on donos. I don't really need ads. I'm running them on the highest setting right now. So not the highest, the lowest setting right now. They're all the way at the end without turning them off entirely. So yeah, you know what I can do for you? Here's what I'll do for you. I think I can set this in the settings because I still want to keep them on. Because it's stupid to turn them off entirely. But I think that I can make it so that everyone gets an ad at a different time. So you could pop an incognito tab and just skip the ad. Let me see if I can do that. Show ads at different times. Yeah, that's on. So you're not. So nobody's getting an ad at the same time. And if you get an ad and you're on computer, you could just pop a tab. How's that? There you go. Get paid, dude? No. So if it's gonna ruin the content, I don't care. Like I'd rather you guys not have to sit through a 30-second ad while I'm talking. You got a Fortnite refund ad? Yeah, you pop a tab. But yeah, so that's kind of that deal. What's your plan after? I read that one already. Let's see. I think I read that one too. Yeah. Haven't you watched the deep dive video? I already read that one. Will there be videos on less? I got hit all the way down to the bottom of chat. What the fuck? Fuck, I just lost all those. All right, let me see. Thoughts on Kanye? Oh, I lost some mess. I'm sorry. I lost some. If you wrote some stuff and I didn't write it yet, after thoughts on Kanye, my apologies. It kicked me all the way out. But thoughts on Kanye, he was a year early on the Jew hate. He'd be a fucking superstar right now if he hated Jews just a little bit later. Okay, Hassan would be really happy about it. What do you think about the new Fortnite festival? Oh, who do you think the new Fortnite festival artist is going to be? Isn't there a rumor Lady Gaga's coming? I could have sworn Lady Gaga's on the way. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever go to VidCon. Well, you're a Euro cuck. I mean, I don't really expect that, Toastify. You said you played Destiny 2. What class did you main? I was a Titan for a long time. With a few GM Nightfalls, obviously, Warlock was kind of the way to go there for a bit, so I'd play Warlock a bit. I dabbled in Hunter, but it was easily my least played character. And if you go to Time Wasted on Destiny and look up Nicholas DeOrio, you're going to see a site that is just fucking degenerate. This is from Hunter Main. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, I'm sorry that I don't like your class, but I mean, I played it. If I'm in trials, I played Hunter. How's that? Fucking shatter dive. Thoughts on Tyler, the Creator? I was never a huge Tyler fan, but I get the hype. The most I heard about Tyler is that Eminem called him a slur. Colton should be the new LOLcow host, to be honest. I mean, yeah, he should be the manager. That would like, get a LOLcow manager. So I said my main already. Talk LOLcow live. The show's at its best when it's real, and it's been real the last few weeks. So they've had some real good episodes. But you can't fire your co-host every single episode, so I'm not really sure where they're going to go from there. I heard they got a banger guest recently, though, so congratulations to them. I don't know if that's been released yet or anyone knows anything about it. Is Wings, like, off the show this week? When Keem did the whole fake firing thing with Salvo the first time, it was really gay. But what's real about this is that Wings is actually fucking crazy. And he's really going nuts about the moderation of the subreddit. And it's real. And it's believable because he's Wings. So, it's not really a story arc. It's actually interesting. The Ethan Ralph stuff's been really funny. Honestly, it's probably best for the show if Wings is gone. Even though I like Wings, but Wings' trolls were like insane. And it would probably be better for the show in general if he's gone. Hot take. Again, I don't know. I like Wings personally. So I don't say that with like a gleeful joy in my eyes. But I don't know if he said why, so I don't want to leak that. But you withheld your own fucking content entirely. Different. True. Do pinball live streams when? All right, chat. I have heard a rumor. Okay. I think I'm gonna build a pinball setup, and we might do a pinball stream. But I have heard a rumor from Stern Pinball that apparently something really cool might be announced in mid-April to early May. And I heard this today, too. Unrelated to the big hitter video dropping in... I'm kidding. No, I heard they're going to announce Pokemon on the Stern 3 hardware. So it'll be like the newest of the new. So I am going to try I will to get an LE, to get one of the 500 LEs, because it's like, that's a crazy title to own. If I can get a limited edition Pokemon. There's 1,000, half of them go overseas, half of them stay in the country. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know who's producing it, other than Stern, obviously, but I'm obviously a fucking huge Pokemon fan, and if it's on the 151 and you're like battling the Elite Four or something, because keep in mind, like, they've in current day pinball, if you go play Venom and Jaws, you'll find this out. They're doing like stats, so like it's not you don't beat the game in one game anymore. You can, but it's not likely that you do. You like level up, and the higher you get, the more like points and stuff you get for doing certain stuff, and the more you can progress and fight bosses and stuff like that. And you know what really does experience points really well? Pokemon. And that opens the door for insane possibilities in fucking pinball. Okay, there's an insane possibilities associated with Pokemon leveling and fighting gym leaders and stuff. They can do something really special with this machine, and apparently they're upgrading the hardware to do it, right? So like the 3D graphics are going to be better and stuff like that than what the current machines have to offer. So apparently this thing, I'm nerding out, but like, yeah, the idea is I'm going to probably try to go for an LE on that machine, and then we'll like do streams on Stranger Things and Pokemon. That's kind of the plan. Probably Stranger Things sooner rather than later. But would you ever do a Power World stream? Probably not. I don't want to get addicted to it. Do you think we can get another mega stream with everyone again? Again, it has to be relevant. So if there's like a big hitter topic and everyone's talking, we do these like every year. As much as Augie hasn't been around, I think the first mega stream that we did was when Bo Blacks debated Destiny, and then we had no bullshit on. That was like I mean, look at the roster on that one. We did the stream with Actman. We did the Creator Clash space. Like, there have been a lot of like quote unquote apocalypse streams, and they're always good for the channel and stuff like that. And they're always fun. You know, you get everybody's communities involved to hang out together and stuff like that. And it's always a different cast of characters and stuff, but usually it's the normal crew. This time Augie wasn't there, which was sad, but CNN did a Brandon Buckingham hit piece. Yeah, I heard about that. Thoughts on the Shredder skin? Not really big into turtles. I bought all the turtles. I'll probably buy Shredder, but that's probably it for me. Any update on Flamenco? No, not really. Hassan's father is a person who's right-wing Islamic party. Wait, really? That's crazy. I didn't know that. Group Blazing 8 stream when? K, Are you someone that I know? Why would chat ask me about Blazing Eights? That's a little sus, but I would love to set that up if we can find a way to do it. We'd have to cover up the cards. Blazing Eights is one you guys don't understand. If you liked the Among Us streams, Blazing Eights with Xylee is one of the funnest experiences ever. When Xylee is playing and we're just fucking with her the entire game and harassing her in fucking Blazing Eights, it is some of the most Kino content. The fact, yeah, Smaggle will tell you it's cracked. It's a really fun fucking setup. Thoughts on the new Dr. Skipper Godzilla drama, bro? It's bad. His video sucked, dude. A guy with 3,000 subs ratioed his fucking ass and mauled him. That was bad. That was a bad thing. Nick forgetting he told us his Blazing 8 strat. Yeah, no, we just run trains into Xylee. That's the strat. I will not elaborate, by the way. That was such a degenerate way to word that. Let's see. Uber K and XX are seething. Are they in chat today? There's no way. Oh, I missed a few of these. How did you first find out about the Night Doc stuff? So this is the story, and I already told this on somebody's stream, but I'll tell it here as well. It's actually really fucking sad. Okay? So, as you know, Mutahar was the only one to confront Night Docs about the serious allegations, and he predominantly spoke about the pedophile stuff because, as Muta said, that was what was important for him to to get into a conversation about. That was his priority, right? And he'd only heard from Nexpo on secondhand, so he's one standard deviation away from max, or two standard deviations away from, yeah, he's 2 standard deviations away from max, right? So Nexpo, being a first-party source, didn't say anything to him about all the stuff he'd heard. So if you go back about 3 weeks ago, right? 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, the ball got rolling because I was talking to Nexpo. Like, Lyrix didn't even let me on the stream at first or whatever. I was like, come on, Lyrix, get me in, let me in. And he finally saw it and he let me in. And I had a few questions, right? And one of the comments that I made offhand is like, what happened to that fucker Night Docs anyway? People thought I was promoting at that point. Like, this was all lined up or whatever. And it wasn't. That was just an offhand comment I made. How's that fucker Night Docs doing that we had a debate with like 3 years ago? I bet that fucker is like real happy about all this stuff happening, right? We got his boy. Or so I made like a joke like that. And he goes, oh, I don't know what happened to Night Docs. And it's not like I was Nostradamus here. I didn't realize that would lead to one of the biggest reveals in my channel. But as soon as that phone call ended, from what I have been told, Nexpo immediately called Night Docs and apologized. Unbeknownst to me. We weren't aware of it. He didn't mention it on the stream. Nexpo fired up, like literally called him and said, I'm so sorry. This is everything he told me. Now, Night Docs knew he was being accused of being a pedophile. Night Docs did not know the extent in which his fatherhood was being questioned. And that was a big mind-blowing moment. And when he found out, like, in that moment that all of his friends thought he was a deadbeat fucking no-good father, that was, like, that like, destroyed him. He was fucking... Again, I had to cut a lot of the Night Doc stuff to fit it in the video, which is why when he gets back from vacation, wherever he is, I'm hoping he does do like a tell-all interview or whatever to really push the story forward in a meaningful way. But he found out about like some of the other stuff that he didn't even know he was being accused of, literally because of like an offhanded comment that I made on a live stream. So that's why I facilitated this. Like, he wanted to get into a call with Mutahar and be like, oh my god, wait, we need to talk about this again. And Nexpo and stuff like that. He'd already spoken to Nexpo, but I wanted to see if I gave Nexpo the opportunity to kind of make things right and get into the call. I didn't need Nexpo there, but like it was probably something that I would assume that Night Docs wanted. And because I mean, he was in a bad situation too, so I gave him like the opportunity to help himself a little bit and put something out there. And like initially though, this call was just to get these guys together, right, and to talk about it and then make the pitch for the video stuff. And that was all it was going to be. If he said no right there, we don't move forward with that. But I guess after he spoke about it and everyone was feeling a lot better, it was time, I guess, to move forward with the video. What does "she found us" mean? What do you mean? But yeah, that's kind of what went down. It was a pretty surprising thing. I think the only thing, I left out the part where Night Docs reached out to me. After the call, Night Docs reached out to me and kind of told me where he was. And then he I was like, what the fuck? Wait, what? Hold on, what? And then that started the discussion. I fired off a message to Mudahar immediately to fact check what he said. And he goes, yeah, I had a sit down chat with him about that a long time ago. And then I kind of broke ties or whatever. This guy's missing like crazy shots against me. I gotta go fuck him up. Hold on. I'm gonna go fucking pound this guy's shit in. Bang. I want your sniper. But it's crazy that came from an offhand comment. Dude, there is somebody up in the fucking stars, bro, that wants me to have a successful YouTube career. I don't know how else to say it. It's like actually fucking crazy. The opportunities that I'm given for free on YouTube, I don't want for a minute people to think that this is some like full ego takeover or whatever, and that I'm like the greatest fucking YouTuber of all time. I've been predominantly lucky in my time on YouTube. I'm Alex just got into a phone call with me and spilled on Slazo. Max got into a call with me and confessed all of the shit was fake. Fucking like I mean these things don't happen to everybody, and Dream called me for help with his video. I didn't even take advantage of it, dude. I could have had a video out the same day or whatever if I was active at that point, right? And it would have been a huge lucrative thing to be like, I spoke to Dream about his response or whatever. Like I could have done that, right? And I was given such a huge opportunity. I don't know what it is, dude. I've been so lucky. Yeah, Zaptai came back for the first time in years and then immediately came to me. And you know why he came to me? Because his girlfriend offhandedly saw my YouTube video and asked him if he was the bear. That's fucking mental, dude. That is such an insane story. Or whatever. One that's attempted to be tainted by bad actors, but a fucking crazy story nonetheless. Let me see. We got here Enforcer AR. Yeah. So, what else do we got? For the love of YouTube, debate Andrew Wilson. Is that the big Papa Fascist guy? I don't know. I don't have a topic. Are you the person that told me to debate him and then told him to debate me? And he said whatever topic Nick wants to debate. And I have literally no interest in debating him. And I don't know what topic we'd even talk about because I don't even know what we disagree on. Why do you want this to happen so bad? I don't know anything about him. I've seen him tangentially on a show one time. I have no negative opinions of him. Do you think Camden was a... Wait, if you actually think Camden was a vampire, you deserve what's coming to you. That's a good one. Let me see. Nick donated after I derailed Tipster's stream and got banned, and Tipster sent the money back. That's funny. Hit the slurp truck? God damn it. Where was there a slurp truck? Wait, I'm fucking schizoing. Where was there a slurp truck? Where? Hold on, I have to fight. I'm gonna whip him. Gotcha! Bang. Cool. Andrew Wilson debate. Please, where is this coming from? This is such a random request. How long do you spend on editing videos? What do you pay attention to most? So that's not a good question to ask me, right? Coming back after a 2-year hiatus. Because, I mean, there are videos like the Kiwis video you're about to see that was written, recorded, and edited all in one day. In 2021. And it's at the same quality or higher than what I've been uploading. So, I don't know what happened there. But for Mama Max, it took me probably 2 to 3 days of effort to write and then probably 3 to 4 days to edit. And the editing is what, like, the writing, I've been having like writer's block for a while, which I think has kind of cleared up. But the editing, I'm just kind of out of practice. Yeah. Kiwis is red kiwi? Yeah. The part of the call where Nick loses it and says, I can't platform them. Do you not realize what my show is called? It's one of the best sound bites, and I don't know why. Dude, yeah, he's like, you want to be on Rape Review, right? I was talking about this before. I think I lost my fucking train of thought. But initially, I thought he was clout gooning on me, right? And then I realized it was just promo for his gay little documentary. He needed me to say no after my stream so he could show that I don't platform victims and I'm like a cult leader. And it didn't make sense until he played his gay little game in the fucking call at me, and he's like, milieu control, Dr. Robert Whittaker fucking said it.
Weasley fuck.
Isn't that the guy from the UFC? Maybe that's not who said it, but Robert J. Foster said it's milieu control. Like, fuck you, loser. Suck my dick. Like, what are you talking about? That was why he fucking did that. He needed me to say no. He didn't want that fucking girl to go on my live stream. Or if he wanted him to go on my live stream, so I play the stupid Rape Review intro so he could go after me. He'd made his fucking decision about me way before that. Way before he glazed me in that fucking phone call. He was literally making a play on me. And it made so much sense when he fucking said that dumb shit in the call with me. I knew it. I knew he was trying to set me up. Robert J. Lifton. Robert Whittaker is the UFC guy, right? Is he fighting next week? 2 weeks. Chud Logic just released a video on Mama Max's response. Do you know about that? Yeah, I don't care. What, is he gonna go back to McDonald's? Oh no, he's gotta go get a job. He's not getting a job. I don't believe that for a second. I want to see the tax forms, bro. I'm just kidding. I think he was just doing it to try to beg his survivors or whatever. It's not like he went public and said on his YouTube channel. No, he begged his fucking pay pig earners or whatever. Like, hey guys, I'm going to get a job if you don't support me. He tried to guilt trip the fucking people and it didn't work. Whoa.
Slimy Weasley fuck.
I'm getting pounded, bro, by the camper. Who wins, Goku or Heart Failure? It seems like Heart Failure was going to win in the original timeline. Edwin lost a massive opportunity. Edwin couldn't have taken out. And again, this goes back to what the other guy said before. How did you know it was a good time to take on Mama Max? Edwin would have lost. Edwin would have lost in dramatic fashion. Dude, if I was a real content demon, I would try to interview Robert J. Lifton and ask him questions about Max and see if that would be a cult or something. That would be the next angle of content. But did you see Muda's new thumbnail where he's like bending over and grabbing his ass cheeks? That's really funny. Can you say anything about Augie's deleted tweet? I didn't know it was real until somebody in chat clarified. I've always hated this guy. Cringe as fuck. Glad he's poor now. That was a donation, by the way, for your documentary, loser. Hey, DeOrio, can I get you to rate a meme? Tweet it at me. Just at Nicholas. Is it no, Nicholas DeOrio on Twitter. You do a video on veto. It's just such a gross topic of things I'd have to talk about.
Slimy Weasley fuck.
I don't want to do every fucking video on like pedo drama or pedo allegations, I guess. I accepted these ads if it supports streamers. Base simp, man. Let me see. Where are we? So have you heard the Adrian Andrews situation? I have not. I'd love to see you watch Fish Tank Season 2 clips. This is my one flaw. It's that I don't love, and I'm kidding. My one flaw as a content creator is I fucking loathe IRL content. And I don't blame you if you like Fish Tank or IP2 or any of the IRL drama and shit. But I do not like IRL. I can't watch it. It makes me cringe. I find it uncomfortable to sit through. I do not like when it looks like they're just a bunch of retards being bullied or people being really awkward in public and stuff like that. I do not at all enjoy it. Who you got for the Super Bowl? Fuck, man, I don't even know who's playing. 49ers in? I'll root for the 49ers. Super Bowl. I'm a hockey fan, bro. 49ers, Chiefs. I feel like I watched the Super Bowl already. Who won last time? The 49ers? I got them again. Did OJ play for the 49ers?
You slimy Weasley fuck.
Chat, help me out on this. Did OJ play for either of these teams? I think he played for the 49ers, right? No? I know he played for the Bills, but didn't he play on another team, like, late in his career? Like, I use OJ on the Bills when I play in Fortnite. Actually, I think he did. Yeah, alright, so I'm gonna get the 49ers. I'm a big OJ fan, so I got the 49ers. Honestly, if I could, I'd get a jersey shipped out to me so I could wear my OJ jersey to the game, but it's so funny. I told the story like 15 times, right? I'm such a fake football fan. The only real cool football thing that I ever did was meet Eli Manning, have him sign a fucking football or whatever. That was cool. I was kind of a Jets fan back then, but not really because I didn't really like football. I had a Chad Pennington jersey. Everyone bullied me at school because they were all Giants fans. I'm just kidding, but like it was upsetting because Chad Pennington sucked donkey balls. Like he was terrible. He was a horrible quarterback, right? That I remember, at least when I was a kid, right? So, that was me, right? And then I met Eli Manning, so I bought an Eli Manning jersey and I had him sign it or whatever. I never wore it. But in middle school, Nick was like, we're going to turn over a new leaf. We're going to try football. And you know what? We're not going to go with a team that my parents like or my friends like. I'm picking a fucking team and I'm going to stand by them. Okay, this is my new football team, okay? And my new football team was the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay? I was a Philadelphia Eagles fan. And you know what? I really liked their new black jersey that came out. I thought it looked really cool. And I'm like, God, I just want to own a Philadelphia Eagles jersey. Okay? So I bought a fucking Philadelphia Eagles jersey from Modell's, a New York sports like distributor store or whatever. They're probably out of business now. I think all the ones by me closed. But they had a bunch of Giants jerseys, a bunch of Jets jerseys, and one Eagles jersey. And I was a fake fan. I didn't know who the fucking player was. I didn't give a shit. I had a black Eagles jersey, and I wore that shit to school on fucking picture day because I'm retarded, and I was unaware that it was fucking picture day, the day I wore a football jersey to school for like the first time in years, okay? After I took the picture, I found out who Michael Vick was. So they called me dog killer for like the next 3 years. This was like immediately after the signing, after he got out of jail. Okay? So I don't like football. If you guys don't know the context, Michael Vick, in his spare time of not being like one of the best quarterbacks or whatever of his generation, he liked to have dogs fight and kill each other in their spare time. It was family tradition to have dog murder matches, like cockfights in his backyard, and training these fucking vicious fucking dogs to attack each other. So yeah, it was like a big deal back then too. It was so much so that a big deal that I was kind of surprised that Modell's bought these jerseys and put them in the store, right? Like, I don't know, man. I feel like if there was a controversy like that today, they wouldn't try to cash in, you know? Yeah, this guy was playing Pokemon in real time, and he literally did time for it, so. So, thank you for asking about who I have for the Super Bowl. I hope that story brings you joy to know that there's a fucking picture of me, of young Nick, wearing a Michael Vick jersey in the yearbook of some elementary school. Middle school, sorry. Did you know at the time, or did you think it was a cool nickname? No, as soon as I found out who Michael Vick was, it was readily apparent about the decision I made and how poor it actually was. And the part that blows my mind is this was not something I purchased. This was something that my parents purchased. They saw, they weren't into football either. They didn't know. I had checks and balance systems in middle school to find out about this, and we all failed. Okay, this was a huge mistake. Okay, in some ways, I think I understand the torture that Spencer had gone through. No, I'm kidding. That's listen, Spencer. I understand the struggle of Camden Gerard Davis. I too was owned one time when I wore a Michael Vick jersey to school. Did you see the Ralph reaction to your recent video? No, I doubt he liked that. I'm assuming he didn't. It doesn't seem like his speed, you know? Yeah. They allowed you to wear the jersey to school. It's the school's. It's everyone but my fault. Teddy, thank you for the 10. Is it true that you watch my channel on Discord, or is Xylee having a woman moment? No, we did. We sat there and we watched a bunch of your channel on Discord privately. I'm so sorry it didn't happen publicly, but yeah, it's like, what the fuck is this channel? No, yeah, this did happen. That definitely did happen. So anyways, as a big football fan, I'm pro 49ers. Okay. Dr. Joseph Rogan. Who wins Goku or Heart Failure? Answer that one. You see Moto's new thumbnail. How did I already see these? He gave you Robert J. Lifton and you gave him back Dr. Oppenheimer. Thank you, Himpleton. Appreciate the 5. Bro, I don't know if I don't want to shit on you, Himpleton, but I had somebody reach out. I don't even fucking remember who did it. And they're like, why do you hate Himpleton? I think you were Simpleton at the time, right? And I'm like, who the fuck is that? And he goes, oh, I know what happened here. Okay, or whatever. And then apparently I had you blocked on Twitter and I unblocked you or whatever. But I guess you like, Smaggle. You asked Smaggle why I hated you or something. And I literally, I tentatively knew who you were because of your video that you released up prior. Which I at the time hadn't even seen. But like, I didn't know you from being blocked on my timeline. Oh god. Wait, they're separate people? Oh, now I'm actually super duper confused. Oh, you're not even the same person. I just wasted my time making that comparison. You're a different person. Fuck, my bad. Somebody, thank you for the 5. The cow goes Muda as the house collapses. Okay, I'm not reading that. Wait, fuck. No, I didn't. I shouldn't have read that. I didn't I'm tired. And I'm so sorry. Like, I'm actually sorry. Someone asked me earlier, so I guess we'll just get it out here. I'll fuck you. It was an accident. I didn't mean that. People were asking what was your initial thought, because they saw, obviously, the reaction on the stream to how hard we were laughing at the fucking belt line. And I'm going to be honest with you. Upon first watch through, it didn't really faze me. It wasn't some... The reason why I was laughing so fucking hard in that moment is because I just knew the second... Because somebody wrote in the chat, you're never going to believe how this girl tried to kill herself or something like that. And it hadn't occurred to me until that second while I was reading it that, oh my god, this is going to be horrible. Like, there's no way we're going to get through this section in good optics. So I feel like I kind of got to lean into it or else we're fucked here. But like... I really started to, like, it was natural. I really started to laugh because I knew Chud Logic was going to say something
Slimy
crazy.
Weasley fuck.
I just knew it. I knew Chud was going to say something crazy. I knew Lyrix was going to say something crazy. And then it turned out that, like, when it happened, for a second, nobody even heard it. And we got all the way around it. Like, we all fucking got around it, right? And then it was like, but I'd already said, like, don't say anything, don't laugh or whatever. So we had to go back, and then we had our moment. And I couldn't contain it anymore. It was just so awkward. It was killing me, and I died. Fuck me, dude. That was... Having Chud on the stream was incredible. We've been saying for months we have to do a team-up stream with Chud. And I think it paid off dividends. I don't know if his chat really liked it as much, but I know you guys loved it. His chat was looking for, like, a real breakdown of the call, whereas it was kind of just a party. But they got theirs the next day, so I'm not really too bothered by it. Do you know about the current Mizkif Mitch Jones stuff? Do you think Mitch is a loser? Do you think that Mitch is such a loser that he got turned on by Miz choking him? Bro, Mizkif has not taken a fucking W in a long time. But god damn it, he did yesterday. Holy shit, dude. Mizkif apparently beat this guy so hard, he's embarrassed to show the internet, but he still wants the clout capital of getting beaten up by Mizkif. This guy fucked him till he loved him, bro. Holy shit. Mizkif, Giga Chad moment. Bo Black's in shambles, okay? Dude, I have not been happier than when I found out that Mizkif beat the fuck out of that snake. Yeah. Jesus. Any update on the Def Noodles collab? It's not on the cards right now. It's something that I want to do this year, that I have to contact Def Noodles and get together, and then I have to sit there and basically make Def Noodles Part 3 to tack this on at the end of it. And it's like, there are other things I want to do first. If he's interested to contact me, I could upgrade my timetable, but the earliest I could do Def Noodles Part 3 is in May. And I'm going to be honest with you, even the video that I'm not really hyping up for February and I'm talking about, I think is a video that's wanted more than Def Noodles Part 3 from my community. Even video 2 that you guys don't even know about is probably wanted more than Def Noodles Part 3. And I could assure you, if the April collaboration happens, it will be a video that is wanted dramatically more than Def Noodles Part 3. So I'm at a loss of my audience on this one. It's not about AdSense or whatever. I could make more money talking about that topic than the video I'm making this month. It's literally about, like, I don't know how long I'm gonna be back. I am back. I want to make the important stuff. I don't want to hold back. I'm not playing the long game. I'm not saving good videos for 2025. I don't know what 2025 is going to be. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. So I want to well, I guess here is on YouTube. So while I'm feeling good and I'm making good videos, and I'm interested in making them and I'm not burnt out, I want to give you guys what you've been asking for. So that's the play. I sent my college advisor your video today. That's great. When can we get a teaser on the next video? The next video probably won't get a teaser. It'll be dropped. It'll just be hard dropped. I might announce it like a couple days before. Then after that, I'm going to be kind of silently working on the next video for a while while we catch up on Ultimate Rape Review and stuff. And I'll probably mention it a couple days before. The only time I'm doing Ultra Omega teasers is probably the April video. The April video I'll tease pretty hard. And I don't know when. Because that literally became conceived today. When I get off stream tonight, I'll probably have a meeting about it. Let me see. Jesus. I don't want to bring that up on stream by accident. I don't want to have a Vosh moment. I'm kidding. Muda or Muda? I don't know which is a worse pronunciation, to be honest. Let's see. We got... Whoa. Oh, fuck. I just jumped super far. Hold on. I gotta go... Okay, we got that one. Now we got... Oh, subscribe to Himpleton with $10. I am Simpleton. I changed my name because higher sub-channel is called Simpleton. So now I'm Himpleton. Also, do you have thoughts on Plagued Moth? Lyrics is talking to him tomorrow, hopefully with me. Oh, congratulations for getting in that call. I only really know what Thomas told me. I'm not really into the lore on that. That kind of happened while I was like researching my December video. That is now I'm gonna start referring to December video as March video because that's the case. That's the reality of it. While I was researching March video, that kind of all went down. And I haven't really been around it. I haven't seen much of this. By the way, guys, we're probably gonna do an Ultimate Rape review, if not this weekend, maybe early next week. Because we haven't done Savannah yet. And I know it's kind of a dead topic for everybody, but I'm going to talk about Savannah because I'm malicious, okay? Because that video is really bad. So we're going to do Savannah next week. To this day, this is going to be crazy for people who've been watching this content like fucking religiously, but you're getting a raw reaction out of me. I haven't seen anything about Savannah yet. I haven't watched your video. I haven't watched Chud's coverage of it. I haven't watched any of the coverage on it. Savannah is apparently the person who did the worst Me Too of all time. Totally panned even the fucking progressive retards who think every woman is telling the truth every single time, no matter what. Believe this video is fake. It is apparently the worst Me Too of all time. To the point where I think the wife of the person came out, of the guy who cheated on her, and said that her husband wasn't abusive. I'm 99% sure that's something that happened in the drama. It's apparently that bad. So we're going to do an ultimate rape review on Savannah. As it stands, only one episode of URR has been demonetized so far. So all's well that ends well thus far. Teddy, I'm torn. On one hand, I'm glad you watched my artistic expression, but on the other hand, I don't know how to continue our professional relationship with knowledge that you've watched my anarchic political commentary. What else we got here? We're still on Plague Moth. I thought it was over. Yeah, I don't really. It's a little. Yeah. Let me see. So glad that Chud and Queeman are now honorary commentary. You're going to see a lot of the people we met during the Twitch politics arc transitioning into commentary. There are topics that I'm kind of long-term planning. I have a video I have 2 videos that I want to do around the election that are politically oriented. One of which I can't really get into detail. I can't really get into details on either of them. But a couple years ago, I announced a Candid video. And there's a very similar situation that appears to be coming out. And I could see myself doing it. Even though Tom's kind of done that already, I think there's a twist. I could see myself doing that around the election. If you're familiar, and I think this is going to be a big topic going forward, I probably won't talk about it until around the election, though. Progressive victory is a really interesting rabbit hole to go down. And I will poke that out there for people who are interested in looking, because it hasn't reached our sector of the internet yet. And Progressive Victory is a sponsorship platform. That's how I describe it, not how they describe it. That works with Vosh, Destiny. But what people don't seem to realize is it also basically funds the entire small politics community. And that's fucking scary. Because the small politics community, we're talking about like Erudite, Wick, those people. Some of the people who are being paid aren't even disclosing that they're being paid to have some opinions. Now, it's not like they're being sent, here's $300 for your stream. You have to talk about XYZ. They're being paid to attend weekly meetings where topics are suggested. And if that sounds like it's just mumbo jumbo to get around the fact that paid sponsorships in politics are a bannable offense on Twitch, that's because, in my opinion, it is. Brianna Wu was working with this recently, and she was unceremoniously fired a couple weeks ago. Last night, they put out a statement saying their cybersecurity team fucked the pooch so hard on the database that their entire fucking database was basically breached, and every single participant's email, phone number, some addresses got leaked and stuff like that. So their database got breached, and now there's like a mad scramble to find out who all the bought and sold fucking politics channels are on YouTube. Which, this is a huge no-no if YouTube decides to step in and argue that it is a sponsorship. It seems like it's worded in such a way that it would be a gray area, but I don't know, chat. Would you want your political fucking people, your political YouTubers who give their opinions, especially small ones who don't appear to be having any large corporate backing, would you want them to disclose that their YouTube channels are being financed by a weird company? Progressive Victory. Now, I'm pretty sure Destiny has disclosed that he's making this money. I'm not going after him in particular. Even Vosh. I mean, Destiny's debate with Cenk Uygur was literally done by Progressive Victory, right? So, like, people understand it from that perspective. But it's the small creators that I'm concerned about, right? Everyone kind of assumes that they're working with, like... I mean, at the end of the day, I think... if that's what it's being used for, to set up debates and stuff like that, that's one thing. But if they're putting out like required talking points or something like that, because we're all trying to win the election, so here's your $200 after passing go, that's insidious to me. I think that's pretty weird. And I think to not disclose that is like a step above, or a step below, I guess, what should be deemed acceptable. So it's all over Twitch poll right now. Yeah, but it hasn't leaked into commentary yet. And I don't know. I have to look into it more. I'm pretty sure like Counterpoints is involved in some capacity, and Erudite's involved in some capacity. People I'm friendly with, by the way. I have no problem with Erudite or Counterpoints on a personal level, but I'm pretty sure they're getting woo bucks. I think IRI was one of the names I heard that was getting woo bucks or something, or at least allegedly getting woo bucks. Woo bucks being the money from Brianna Wu, but she's been unceremoniously fired from the program. Shocker, shocker. Brianna Wu is retarded. And it really reminds me a lot of, well, Candid. It reminds me of the sponsorship app Candid, which was supposedly for free speech channels that wasn't properly disclosed. And it turned out that it was probably a deep learning AI that was being used to teach it how to censor effectively. It's a little conspiratorial at the end there, with it being two former Google employees thinking that they went back to Google to take their fucking censorship AI or whatever. Not AI, but censorship thing. But yeah, it kind of echoes what happened with the skeptics. Listen, dude, if I'm watching a YouTuber who has 30 viewers in chat and I find out they can be bought and sold into liking Mein Kampf, I'm just throwing in the towel on politics. There's nowhere I can watch that's safe. I don't know. Who the fuck do you watch at that point? But if you find out somebody's not disclosing a sponsorship at 30 viewers, that's like disgusting. Yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of something that's intrigued me. Now, again, I'm not the most read up on that one, so don't take everything I said there as gospel. That's how it's been levied to me in some tweets I've seen about it. That's how it appears to look. But I don't know. I'm open to being wrong about it. I'm hoping I'm wrong about it because it seems pretty fucking crazy, to be honest. So that would be something I'd be interested in looking at around the election season. Bang! Oh, come on. Bang! Oh, fuck. Let me reload, sir. Please don't hit me while I reload. Okay, cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. Wait, I thought not disclosing a sponsor is literally illegal. My understanding is the way they've oriented it. It's like, we're not sponsoring your live stream. We're just paying you to come to our weekly meeting. It just sounds like a lot of mumbo jumbo, so they don't get banned, if I had to guess. Thank you for the 2. Hello World. Nicholas, you're one of my favorite, top favorite YouTubers. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let me keep on scrolling. Where else were we? How was your IRL job and what are you? I can't really explain any of that stuff just for my own safety. It's good though. I got a handle on it and I think I can balance everything here.
You slimy Weasley fuck.
Let me see. What do we got? There we go. You should do some content when now recording. I pop in every once in a while, but one of the things that I stopped doing this year that I think has helped me a lot is I don't really try to make unscheduled live stream appearances anymore. And I also try to keep to myself on streams and not do like a surplus of collaborations. And I think that's benefited me. And like having time to make my own content and stuff. That's something I've definitely enjoyed doing. What's your opinion on Doc on the radio being accepted to Virginia Tech? Listen, dude, he's been working on his doctorate for years, and the fact that he can do it at Virginia Tech, there's no better school for what he's looking for. I'm very proud of him. To hear somebody from commentary move on to such crazy feats, it's a big fucking cool thing that's going on there. I guess you heard of Wick and Woo about progressive victory. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I'm a little behind in chat, so I did not see that one. I'm 29. I still don't know shit about politics. Don't worry, I'm fucking 27. I don't know shit about politics. Well, I'm almost 20. I'm 27 this month. Do you remember Max giving 2 different stories on how they allegedly attempted his own? Yeah, I don't remember the first video in detail. I haven't seen it in a while. Let me see. Bro, look at Muda's thumb. I've seen it. It's really good. Nick leaked it into commentary now. Yeah, I'm hoping people start looking and some fire starts going off there. A lot of these people who are it seems like everybody, you know what's crazy? This is the fucky part of this whole situation. It really does seem like all the people who are down to just transition into commentary and kind of leave politics are like okay with pointing out all the Woobucks are shitty.
Slimy Weasley
but like
fuck.
all the people who want to cling to politics seem like their only way to stay in is to just take the Woobucks, and it's kind of shitty. Dude, after Destiny left Twitch, it destroyed the entire ecosystem, so I do kind of feel bad for these people, but not enough that it would stop me from criticizing them, you know? Let me see. I don't know what Aquatine is, Parappa Boy, so I don't have a favorite episode. You sent me the meme on Twitter. Let me check my notifs. Twitter. What do we got here? Oh, Keem retweeted me. I guess he doesn't hate me. Blazing Eights. Okay, Jesus fuck.
Slimy
Morgan.
Weasley
What the fuck
fuck.
is that one? Hold on. Where is the? I'm not seeing it, Sip Man. What's your Twitter? I'm gonna look up it directly.
Slimy Weasley fuck.
Type your Twitter in chat. Don't link it or it won't pop up, but type it in chat. Oh fuck, I should have lost that. Hollow's World. I already read that one. Thank you, brother or sister, depending. Birthday stream this year? Let's see how it goes. It seems like every year I want to do a birthday stream, we get into like a massive drama. I think one birthday stream was the Technicals beef. Another one was Shiloh like calling me a fucking predator on Twitter. I think one of them was Edwin. Every year there's like a drama on my fucking birthday, and I never get to just do a. Every year I set out I'm gonna do like a fun little live stream or whatever, and do like a birthday stream. The only time I was ever able to do it was that year we did it with Ed, when Zaptai was there or whatever. We did one birthday stream ever. I would love to do a birthday stream, but if Lord let drama allow it, we can have a fun non-cancellation birthday stream. There we go. What's your current home address? Yeah, I can't disclose that. I know, I'm so sorry. Did you end up watching my Max video? I'm curious because I was the first person to make a long form video outside of Tommy's lives. So yes and no. I've seen bits and pieces of it because I needed it for context or whatever. Initially, and this is, I apologize if this didn't make it into the final cut, there was a different version of the script or whatever that I had written and recorded, and it was initially going to be a much simpler section kind of pointing towards some of the stuff in your video about the sexual assault or whatever, the thing that he made the video on. I guess like the initial plan was just to point to your video, but the thing that changed that is when I got access to the full leaked live stream or whatever, I thought it would make more sense to kind of do my own like thing and cover it, because there was so much stuff I wanted to say that it took over the segment and I just needed to rewrite it. So my bad on that one. But yeah, I mean, I think you were the first person to really push the to point that out, because everyone I know didn't even watch the fucking what simulated sexual assault or whatever that he created, the movie he made about rape. It was just gross, just a gross fucking reality that he created something like that. We get on YouTube creators all the time for not. I'm assuming you're talking about disclosing sponsors. Yeah, I think in a sense of like the allegation, it is, yeah, you're not disclosing a sponsor. I just think they worded it in a gay little way so that they won't get hit in TOS. Because if, in case you don't know, on Twitch, taking a political sponsorship at all is a bannable offense. You are not allowed to take a political sponsorship. That is not something that they support. It's one of the list of sponsors that are completely banned from the platform. We finally play ranked, so you know how good you are, bro. I'm dead ass terrible at this fucking game. Let's see. But yeah, if you haven't seen Himpleton's video, I definitely recommend it on Mama Max, 100%. What else we got? Will you find? I already read that one. Sister, I have serious. Oh, sister, you're okay. You're a female. Thank you. I have a serious appreciation for. I got a thing in front of it. I can't read. Go away, thingy. Okay, there. I appreciation for your cunning wit, unique perspective, and sharpness. Makes your content unique and thrilling. Thank you so much. I appreciate that you think I am all those things. It is Oh, dude, it's sometimes a coin flip when you hear your own voice for so long if it's gonna hit hard. And I always second guess it or think to change something, but I usually go with my gut. And I'm glad that Rough Draft Nick hits hard.
Fuck.
Himpleton needs better audio mixing? Maybe. Teddy, you're good at this game as Max is at hunting Pete. Oh, ouch! Thank you for the 5. Ouch! Jesus, that was mean. Let's see. What else is there going on right now? What happened today? Let me go check my Twitter feed. By the way, I know we've been doing numbers, but thank you for 60K on Twitter. Fucking, that's a big number. That was something I was not prepared for. Favorite Peter Griffin episode? You mean Family Guy?
You slimy Weasley fuck.
Hey, thank you so much for the 10. Chara Dreamer. Not a hockey reference, is that? I doubt it. Not on this side of the internet. I want to talk about hockey for a minute. I know we'll lose all our viewership, but it's okay because it's kind of No, but there's a real ultimate rape review in the NHL right now, dude. There's a serious ultimate rape review. Yeah, Undertale. Yeah, I'm not an anime person. Typical Canadians, dude. Hockey Canada has apparently dude. You know what's funny? Wait, what the fuck? I go to my Twitter. The first thing I see on my feed is Progressive Victory. Progressive Victory. See you this weekend. Jesus, they're sponsoring the DGG canvassing event. I think. Yeah. But if people aren't disclosing it, that's fucking crazy. But like everybody works with these people. That's why it's like Harmful Opinions got like blackballed for the candid stuff, and I feel like any whistleblower will get blackballed for this. What happened in the NHL? I stopped watching for a month. I actually want to. Can we talk about this real fast? Hold on. Let's do a little review here. Because it's actually super interesting. It's the same police department that did the Keffels case. It's the London Police in Ontario, Canada. Let me pull up an article. So let's go to the Wikipedia article because the Wikipedia gives a basic summary, and I think it's fine. It's fine for what we're doing. 2018 scandal. Because again, we're not doing like ultra omega research here. We don't have to go hard in the paint. It'll be what we need it for. Okay. Check this out. How do I change my screen? I want to mute Fortnite, so I don't have to hear that while I'm doing this. But oh no, this is right. Can we get this here? Cool. Okay. There we go. Hockey Canada sexual assault scandal. Let's take a look at this real fast. Because it's actually like super crazy. All right, so real quick. You should jump on stream with Destiny at some point and talk to him about the progressive victory stuff. The problem is my issue doesn't really lie with Destiny. My issue lies with people like Wick. You know what I mean? It lies with the smaller content creators, which makes it not as appetizing to be a main channel topic. But again, I would need to be much more read up on it before I would consider that. So like, this is something that's super interesting here. Let me see. Junior ice hockey player has been the subject of several sexual assault investigations by police 15 times since 1989. 15 allegations of sexual assault, right? Police investigated 3 of them that happened in 2003, and then there was the 2018 controversy, okay? I think, where is this? Like, the reason why this was found... Okay, this is what I tweeted about today. This is fucking crazy. So, what happened was, in 2018, there was a sexual assault allegation. Apparently, a girl was gang raped after a World Cup... not World Cup, a World Junior Championship hockey game. And these aren't, like, just hockey players. 4 out of 5 would be fucking NHL players. And people didn't know what players on the team were the ones that were alleged to be in the gang rape. Right? They didn't know which players were in the alleged gang rape. So players like Cale Makar, who's arguably the best defenseman in the National Hockey League, is banned from playing Canadian events in the future just for being on this team. So people don't know if like their favorite player who was on the World Junior team in 2018, because most of them are NHL prospects. Almost everyone makes the fucking league at that point. If you're playing for the World Junior team, I believe is it under 20, under 18? I think it's got to be under 20, under 19 or something. And most of those are like NHL caliber players or upcoming draft prospects, right? And like people didn't know who they were. So what happened was Hockey Canada settled this civil case or whatever quickly. They gave them a shitload of hush money and got them out of the way. And in 2019 rather, the case was shelved by the Canadian police that were looking into it, the London Police Department. And people were wondering why these 5 rich and famous, or 4 of which that were rich and famous, or would go on to be rich and famous, why were these hockey players not charged? It's not like, why were they not convicted of sexual assault? Why were they not charged? They don't. You don't get your day in court if they don't want to put you there. You know what I mean? Why didn't they have? Why wasn't there a charge that was given on this? And that question became readily apparent in 2022 because the federal government funding of Hockey Canada, they wanted to investigate the payoff, right? If you're gonna fucking like hush money this fucking rape allegation, right? Are you doing it with public funding? Now, I was part of USA Hockey. I was a coach in the high school level, right? So I kind of understand a bit how this goes. And yeah, there's like dues that you have to pay when you get into the organizations and stuff like that. So what happened was the hush money was actually spent out of a national equity fund, and this was funded by player registration fees. So if you registered for Hockey Canada, which I don't know if that goes for just national, like professional players, or that goes down to the local level, because in the United States, you have to be USA Hockey if you're playing high school hockey. So potentially the mothers who are paying for their high school hockey players were actually funding alleged rape cover-ups. So that's like fucking crazy, right? But the other crazy thing here that if you read ahead, you'd know, is it wasn't just the 2018 incident. Allegedly, they've done this for 21 sexual misconduct cases. So this was like, when they said, okay, let's look for the money, they found out, oh, there were 21 sexual assault cases, and this isn't just for Hockey Canada, like just for Canadian hockey, or this is just like, oh, it's a junior hockey player thing. This organization has produced 21 sexual misconduct. That's on average just below 1 per year, in terms of what's happening. But this one seems to be the worst, as it's being touted. So the 2018 one is the one that in particular is the one that's being discussed right now. So in 2018, the World Junior Champion took place December 26, 2017 to January 5th. The gold-winning Canadian team attended Hockey Canada Foundation Gala and Golf event on June 18th, where shortly after, an alleged group assault took place in London, Ontario. So my understanding of this, without reading the next part, I'm sure this is what's going to tell me, is that a guy got with a real drunk girl or whatever, and then when she was passing out, I think she was awake, she remembers what was happening, but she was really fucking drunk, and then they fucking like ran a train on her, allegedly. Like as soon as he was done, all of his boys came in and fucking assaulted her or something. Up to 8 people were believed to have been involved. Police had grounds to believe that 5 members of the 2018 Canada World Junior team sexually assaulted an unnamed woman in the local hotel room. Guys, these guys just won a bronze medal for their country. That's the other part that's crazy about this. This team had just taken home a bronze medal for their country. And then they allegedly had gone and done this. The allegations were made public in a complaint filed on April 2022 on the Ontario Supreme Court, where the complaint alleged she was assaulted by 8 players on June 19th, 2018. The lawsuit was filed against Hockey Canada, Canadian Hockey League, and 8 unnamed CHL players. The complaint stated that these complaints were players for and members of the CHL and Hockey Canada, including not limiting to members of Canada's U20, it's U20, men's junior team. Now, spoiler alert, it would go on that 5 players that were either current or former NHL players, including a New Jersey Devil. Like, I'll pull up the list right now off screen, but charges have now been filed after years. We're in 2024, guys. This happened in like 2018. This is 6 years out, but charges just got filed. You say, did they get any jail time? After this in 2022, when they started bitching about it, rightfully so, it took until 2 years later for them to even get charged, and the police just issued an apology. And I think like Cale Makar issued like a really awkward statement. He's like, "Oh, thank God I wasn't there." Like, what do you mean if you were in the like that? I mean, I'm sure that's taken out of context, but he's like, "Yeah, I was very gracious to not be there." Surely he means like his name didn't get tied to it because he wasn't present. But I read that as like, "Oh, dude, thank God I wasn't there. I would have raped her or whatever." Like, okay, that's not what he said. I'm joking, but like, but yeah, this is like, I mean, this is just a really fucking terrible situation all around. 5 hockey players face criminal charges. Let me just get the list. Oh God, all these terrible ads. Can we just get the list? And I want to get faces on screen of the people who are being accused. Who are the 5 players charged? 5 players shoot. Okay, here. This is a CNN article. So I just want you to see. I want you to see the faces and the jerseys attached to the people who are being accused of raping this girl. Because whether this is real or not, which I'm inclined to believe at this point that there's got to be something. All right, if this is actually going now. I don't think it's crazy why this didn't become a thing. I mean, you could just look at the crests on their chest, why they got away with this. There's a reason why nobody cared about the girl who killed herself over AI porn, but suddenly there's rush for legislation when Taylor Swift is having a problem with it. There's a different class of person that exists outside of anything we know, and sometimes rich and famous people have a way with it's not even a way of getting out of it. They didn't even get charged. It's not like, oh, well, they're rich, so they got off. There was like they didn't even investigate this, and that's the scary part. Because like, I mean, even any time that there's a fucking allegation of abuse or whatever, it deserves to be like investigated if there's anything credible to go with it. Yeah. So from left to right. Dylan Dubé, Cal Foote of the New Jersey Devils, Michael McLeod of the New Jersey Devils, Alex Formanton, I believe he's playing overseas right now. Does that say Zurich? He's in Europe, I believe. And Carter Hart, the goaltender of the Philadelphia Flyers. Now I know specifically for Carter Hart, you can't make Carter Hart. They've blocked it out, so you can't make Carter Hart merchandise on shopnhl.com. They've gone out of their way to do that. But teams had to make statements. So what happened was, and this is actually super interesting, the police department came out. London police said, "Hey, we're putting out we're going to be going after 5 hockey players, former NHL players or current NHL players. They know exactly who they are. We're telling them they need to turn themselves in immediately, or obviously we'll go and arrest them and stuff like that." And all these people started taking leave from their organizations, right? So for like Carter Hart, for example, I believe if I just search his name on Twitter, I'm going to see the Flyers statement on why he left. And I think one of the organizations said it was for like mental health reasons or something. Let me see. And by the way, it was like an open secret that these guys were like, they knew they were on the team. People knew these allegations happened. Hockey Canada paid them off. Okay. And the team still signed these players without like any investigation going into it or whatever. Like at the end of the day, there was a settled case. They were given hush money or whatever. And now teams are getting salary cap relief for their arrested players. I don't know if that's fair, right? Do you think the team should receive salary cap compensation because their player got arrested? If there's like reason to believe why this could potentially be a bad signing, I don't know. I think it's a little crazy that they're giving like cap compensation for it, but and by the way, I believe it's McLeod. I believe McLeod got 2 counts of sexual assault. That's what they're being accused of, sexual assault. And they were pretty specific about it. So, but he got a 2nd count in comparison to everybody else. But yeah, like anybody who was taking a leave of absence was immediately scrutinized when they were going off because let's see. Yeah, look at this. 2 weeks ago. This is how it was being fucking told in the news. And this is weird, bro. This is weird. Look at this. This is an article about it. Oh, hello. Hello. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I lost my window. This was how it was being discussed in the media. Flyers Carter Hart takes leave of absence for personal reasons. His absence is being called indefinite by the team. Philadelphia Flyers Carter Hart taking indefinite leave of absence from the team, effective immediately. He's stepping away from the team for personal reasons. He's requested and been granted an indefinite leave of absence, citing personal reasons. The club will have no further comment on this time, says Danny Briere. He's a record of da-da-da-da. He was originally a 2nd-round pick. They'll turn to backup netminder. Like no reference in this entire article to the thing that everybody knew had just happened or was about to happen. And that's kind of how this went for everybody. Are you pro pineapple on pepperoni pizza? Fuck no, dude. It's always somehow professional players, no matter the sport. Yeah, I believe that's what the Flames claimed. Let me look up. Dylan Dubé. Let's see what Dylan Dubé said. Flames. Bro, we still have 770 people watching me do a rape review on the National Hockey League. That's crazy. Dylan Dubé, Calgary, Flames statement. Let me see. Oh my god. We have now become aware of the charge of sexual assault that's been laid against Dylan Dubé. Like, what? Fuck you. No way. Flames statement on Dylan Dubé. Oh my god. This is still up, chat. This is still up. Look at this. Flames statement with their fucking stupid little font. And it's like, Dylan Dubé has been granted an indefinite leave of absence from his team while he attends to his mental health. Dylan is under the care of mental health professionals, and we requested that his privacy be respected during this period. This is literally January 21st. Okay, like this is like 2 weeks ago. Everyone knew at this point this was coming out. That's fucking crazy to write something like that. Yeah, I mean, it's just fucking... Yeah, so these guys are actually going to have their day in court now, which is, I mean, good. Oh, by the way, if you wanted to know, we are demonetized. As soon as we started Ultimate Rape Review, the ads stopped coming in. Oh, it's so funny. But we're demonetized, so there's no more ads. Oh, that's so funny. But yeah, fuck me, dude. That's crazy, right? This whole thing is worse than the Blue Jackets trading Rick Nash. Well, I mean, the Blue Jackets, he traded him to the Rangers, and he was the best penalty killer we ever had. That was the most annoying shit ever. Is when he came to the Rangers, he didn't want to fucking stand in front of the net anymore, which is where he scored all his goals. Chris Kreider was a better Rick Nash than Rick Nash ever was for us. All we needed was a guy to stand in front of the net and fucking deflect the puck in, or like use the big body to get the puck around the fucking goalie. Oh, God. So much for the first monetized stream of the year. Well, I mean, the VODs always get monetized. That's why we repost them. But I don't know. This one I might clip something from this and put this on third channel, or I might just let it go, depending on... I don't know. There's not really much in this stream. Can we say rape in chat? Yeah, of course you can. If you couldn't say it, it wouldn't work. But, yeah, guys, I think that's probably it for me. I'm going to see if my potential co-contributor wants to get into a call and start talking videos. So, let me see. Is there any other main things I want to talk about? We did about 2.5 hours. That's normal for me. You guys are probably spoiled from bigger streams. Mothpill, thank you for the 5. Stop by to say really enjoying the new videos and streams. The QR codes of the Max video were hilarious. Glad to see you back on YouTube. Thank you so much. Mari, thank you for the 5. I have work in the morning. Thank you for the chill stream. Good night. Thank you so much. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody because I did jump a little bit. I think you're getting OJ's other team thing confused with that one time he killed his wife. That was kind of late in his career. Thank you, Himpleton. I didn't see that one. Thank you for the 5. Simpman wrote cent. Thank you for the $5. Elotman, Muda, I read that one. Skyhawk, WJC DeOrio, please give me Flam news. I don't really have any. I'm sorry. Thank you for the 2 Canadian. Gootween, thank you for becoming a new member. Music 55. I don't know how I missed all these. Love your stuff, my guy. What is with that cringe emoji in your thumbnails? The face haunts my night. I love it. I love this emoji. All right. Music 555. B Marie, thank you for the 5. Debate Andrew Wilson. Jesus Christ. What's going on with Lol Cow breakup? I don't know. I think it's real. Hey DeOrio, can I get your rate a meme? Pinball Extra Win, I read that one. Mari with the 5 gifted. Lems, thank you for the month. Okay, I'm caught. Yeah. So Nick said business time. Go ahead and slam down a chug drug and smoke a fat doink. Oh, I don't know. I might take an edible so I get a nice